Hey guys, it's Nikki and welcome back to my channel. I am bringing you guys a video today based on my favourite go-to makeup look. It's using some of my favourite brands, some of my favourite makeup products, and I'm just hoping that you guys will like them as well. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Nikki and welcome to my peoples. We're going to get onto this video and I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of kind of makeup look that I like to go to if I'm going out for a day out or out for a party and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you like it. So let's do this. Okay, so now that the hair is up and out of the way, I am going to get on to taking today's makeup off just so that I can get restarted for the new makeup look. So here we go. So as you can see, I get myself looking from bare to bougie. Let's do this. Okay, so the first product that I like to start doing my makeup with is a setting spray. So I always start with a setting spray before I would do the rest of my makeup because I feel that that's how my makeup would sit better. So my favourite setting spray, which is actually almost empty, is the Urban Decay De-Slick, and it is the Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. Yeah, there's like nothing left in this. But really oily skin, so I find that I need something to kind of hold my makeup in place so it doesn't get overly slidey during the day. So this is my go-to. Dry. So of course we've got to go on with a primer, but my favourite primer to use is the Benefit Professional. So yeah, I like to use the Benefit Professional. I've got quite deep pores on my skin, so I need to kind of fill them in before I start doing my makeup, or my makeup just sits inside them. Yeah, so what I like about this product is how it glides onto your skin and it ends up making your skin feel like really, really velvety. So I put more of the product on the middle part of my face than I do anywhere else. Probably because that's the bit that I get most oily. So I prefer to have that bit backed off mostly. Oh, I just love this one because it just goes on so nicely. Actually, I've just noticed I really need my eyebrows done. I think out of all the primers I've ever used and things, this is probably the best one to sit on my skin. So it is amazing how soft your skin feels when you put this on. But after I've put my primer on, I'll go in with a concealer and just tidy up all like my little blotches and stuff like that I have on my face. So this is before I would put my foundation and stuff on. So at the moment I am currently using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay, and this is in shade Fair Neutral. It's the lightest shade because I use it as a highlight just as much as I do my concealer, so this is definitely my favourite. This is a great one for lasting like all day. It just seems to like sit on your skin all day and doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, so at the moment I've just got like a couple of blemishes. There's nothing major, it's just like a little bit, so I'll just kind of cover up anything that's sitting on my face. So then I'll go in with my Real Techniques. This is really dirty, I should probably clean this, but my Real Techniques sponge, which is already sitting damp, ready to go. And I'll just kind of dab onto there and kind of blend them into my skin. As you'll notice, this is a lot lighter than my actual skin tone, so it's not meant to match mine. You'll see once I put it on the top part of my foundation, but this is kind of how I would cover up previously before I would go in with my foundation. So okay, so moving swiftly on, I'm moving now onto my foundation, which is the Fenty Beauty. I love this foundation. I've tried quite a few foundations. I've done MAC, which does not work for my skin. I have done Estee Lauder, which is great. I love Estee Lauder, but it's got like this flashback, so every time you take a picture it's like ghost. My other favourite, I have to admit, my actual favourite foundation is Alamask, the Alamask Skin Base, which is a great foundation as well. I really do like that one. But I think my skin was maybe just getting a little bit too used to it, and because it was getting used to it, it started to get like a little bit cracky. I don't know if it was maybe just mixing too much with other products, so I ended up not using that one. But the Fenty Beauty one, our girl Rihanna is just killing it, I mean, To get a foundation that works so well with oily skin and it doesn't smudge, it doesn't come off, it doesn't crease, it's just fab. I really do like this, and it's got such great coverage as well. So what I do is I just take a couple of pumps, usually take about 3 on the back of my hand, and I'll just dab that. I start at the middle part and then work my way down, so that I get the best coverage in the middle part of my face and it blends better. So I would take this and just blend that in with my beauty blender. I don't actually know what I did before I had a beauty blender before. You remember the days when you used to put your foundation on with your fingers? Actually, do you remember the days when you used to put all your makeup on with your fingers? Amazing how your makeup sits so much better on your skin when you're doing it properly. Oh dear, okay. Don't want that running, let's bring that back. So I'll take that now more middle part of my skin. Like so. Start blending that bad boy down. You can see it has got really good coverage and stuff. And I mean, my skin tone underneath is quite red. You'll see it's quite red. I've just got really uneven skin tone, like it's just whatever it feels like doing. And it's definitely not the best. So having a foundation that really covers it and makes it sit better is just a heaven sent. Like, I absolutely love it. You can see I'm starting to look a little bit more human. I'm like a people's now. I'm going to go back in with that concealer again, and I'm just going to highlight the areas that I want to kind of stand out a little bit. I do kind of suffer from a little bit of bags under my eyes, but I think that's just purely because I work so much at nights and then I don't sleep as well as what I should do, so I tend to get quite big bags underneath my eyes. Start by making my little triangle. This is when we all start to look like a clown, and oh my goodness, I am petrified of clowns, so let's not. I do a little bit down my nose, a little bundle at the top of here, a little bit in here, a little bit down here, and I have learnt this new trick as well, that if you put like a little line down the bottom part of where you're just above your jawline, and you can contour it so it'll look a bit better through that. But so I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and I'm going to blend all this shiz in. You'll start to see how it like lightens up the under eyes, and you'll understand why I went for a lighter colour. So now like I'm kind of looking a little bit more bright under the eyes. A little bit under here. Let's just get this bit looking better. Up the nose. I think I maybe put just a little bit too much on my nose today, but it's all good, it's all good. We can fix that, we can fix it. I mean, I'm not really that fussed. Like, I can go without my makeup on a daily basis. It doesn't really bother me, especially to work. I don't tend to wear too much at work because it sweats off, and I don't really want it all sweating off, so yeah. So this is kind of how the face is already looking, but yeah, we go with this. This is my base. This is how I start my face off. So I set it all in place now, so I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, so now I will go in and set this all with a powder, and my favourite at the moment, it used to be the MAC blotting powder. Again, oily skin has to be... What is that? When your electric toothbrush decides that it wants to go off by itself. I think not. Stop. My new favourite setting powder at the moment is the Urban Decay De-Slick, and it is the mattifying powder. It doesn't really have a colour, I think it's just like translucent, but it looks like this. As you can tell, it's like one of my faves because it's like almost done. I use my flat Nancy brush to kind of like pat this in, and I usually just use this mostly up at my oily zone. So I take this right in under my eyes and over my nose and over the tops of my forehead, because that is my oiliest part of my skin, and then I just use the excess to kind of mattify the rest. Now, I know some people don't really like the mattified look, but I prefer the mattified look. I usually make myself look a bit more dewy with my highlighter and stuff anyway. So I used to use the MAC blotting powder, but I definitely find that this one is a lot better. Like, I don't have to put it on as much during the day as well, so I don't have to top it up as much, but it's definitely a good one, so I would recommend this one. Okay, so next I am going to move on to my eyes. I'm going to be using my MAC brush. I don't know what number this is anymore because I've used it that much. It's all kind of worn out, but it's more like a flat brush. So this is the MAC Paint Pot. This is amazing. This is kind of like an eye primer before you put your eyeshadow and stuff on. And I have this as the Pro Longwear Paint Pot. by MAC, and I use the soft ochre so that my eyeshadows blends better, they sit better, they just look better in general on my face. So yeah, this is a definite keeper in my makeup bag. I could not have this. Just pop that over the tops of here. So it's just kind of like, I know some people would use like a concealer and stuff on their eyelids before they would put their eyeshadows and stuff on, but I definitely prefer the paint pot. The paint pot is like a necessity in my makeup bag. So as you can see, it's nothing fancy, it just kind of sets my eyelids ready for my makeup. When you have too much makeup brushes and you can't find the one you need. Got it. So next I am going to do my eyebrows, and my favourite eyebrow product has to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye pomade, and this is called the Dip Browed Pomade, and it is in colour taupe. You get like a blonde colour in this, but it's too light. I still quite like my eyebrows to look a bit ashy coloured. Ashy coloured? That's the colour I like. Also use my Anastasia Beverly Hills little eyebrow flat brush. It's got like a little spoolie and stuff on the end as well. So first I'll spoolie out my brows to make sure I've separated them all. You'll notice my eyebrows aren't great. I've had them microbladed, I've had them tattooed, but because my skin's oily, it kind of pushes the pigment back out again. So it hasn't really worked too much on my skin to use I do like to have my eyebrows on. They make me feel a little bit more awake, a little bit more alive. Can you tell I like this? I need to get a new one, that's almost gone. Eyebrows always take longer than anything else, so sorry if I go quiet on you. So I always start my eyebrows from the outside. Like I do it from the arch first and work myself out. The good thing about having them tattooed is that I've kind of got like a rough guide to go by, because I've got like the shape that she made with the colour. Looking good. Now I'm just going to kind of spoolie up like little hair strokes. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'll show you. So I'm going to go off camera for 2 seconds and I'm going to fill in the other eyebrow so they'll be ready and back to go. So here we go. Done. So I did actually sneakily, while I was off camera for 2 seconds, add in one of my eyebrow pencils as well, just to kind of like do like the inner part. So like the middle part of my eyebrows was looking a little bit more like hair strokes. More hair strokes. So I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the brow definer. So it has one side that is a spoolie brush, and the other side of it is like a little angled coloured pencil, and that's kind of how I use to go into the centre part of that. So yeah, this is a good little kind of add. I do actually prefer my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but I've ran out. It's literally at the end of its life. There is nothing. Doesn't matter how many times I click, it doesn't go up anymore. So I'm going to have to order another one, so that's why I went in with the brow definer instead. But I do prefer the Brow Wiz because it's a smaller pencil to make the smaller lines. But yeah, that's what happens when you run out of them. But okay, so now that the eyebrows are on, I am now going to move on to my eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with a palette that I prefer because it's got lots and lots of different colours and stuff like that into it. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. But as you can see, I obviously use my orange colours quite a lot, because those are the ones that are kind of going down a lot more than the other ones. So the colours that I'm going to be using today are the Burnt Orange. That's kind of going to be like my transition colour. I use that as the underneath colour. And then I will go in with the Real Gar, which is more orangey colour, and I'll use that more in the crease. And then I will go in with the Red Ochre, and the Red Ochre is more of like a corner, so I'll get that right into the edges, darken up the edges a little bit to give it a bit more oomph. I'll then put a little bit of the Primavera, one of the two. I go in with that and I kind of like make a little bit more like of a shimmer in the centre, and then I will tighten things up in that with a little bit more of a highlight using the Tempera one in the corner there as well. So that's the colours that I'll be tending to use today, so let's do this. Okay, so the first brush that I am using is going to be the Makeup Revolution. I think this is part of their Metallics collection. It's good, it's a really nice soft brush and stuff as well, so I do like this. So I'm going to go in with my Burnt Orange colour. Okay, and I'm going to tap the excess off. It's actually really bad for blowing your brushes because you're blowing bacteria onto your brushes. Little tip. So I'm just going to take this colour and I'm going to transition this colour through the centre. The good thing about the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows is that the pigment is incredible. So the colour comes out really, really well. You don't have to put far too much product on your brush, because as you can see, it's got really, really good build-up colour. So yeah, I'll just go in with this. So this is giving me that base colour through the centre, so you can see. Other side. I am in no way a makeup artist, by the way, just saying, and I have no training whatsoever when it comes to makeup. I've just kind of self-taught. Yeah, my sister is trained in makeup artistry, and she is just kind of starting out, so yeah, check her out. I'll pop her little Instagram link below. It's lm.makeupartistry. Check her out on Instagram. Her makeup looks are really good, so I kind of tend to get quite a few tips from her. But again, as I said, I'm not trained in any way, shape or form. It's just all been self-taught and what I prefer it to look like, so don't hate me. So I'm going to go in now with my Real Gar colour, which is the more orangey colour here. So I'm just going to go in now and kind of cut crease into that a little bit. So it's just going right into that crease there. So we'll just go in here like so. This is definitely my favourite colours and that to go with. And they just blend like so well together. As you can see, this is the look starting to kind of come together. I love how scary your makeup looks like midway through. It's always like, well, what are you doing? But it all comes together at the end, I promise. Real Techniques by Sam and Nick. And I use this for my kind of red colour. Okay, so I'm just going to deepen in the corners. So I'm just going to pop that into that one. Now we're going to literally just dab this in the centre so it gives it like a little pop of like gold. I'm going to take this and we're literally just dabbing that into the centres here. So we're just getting like a little bit of sparkle. So again, just on that other side. Okay, so we're just going to move on and I'm going to use my little eyelash curler. Pretty sure these are just a Primark one. Curl up these eyelashes. Okay, so next we're moving on to eyeliner, and I love a wing eyeliner. I probably wouldn't go day-to-day life without a wing on my eyeliner. It's just how it is. So my favourite eyeliner to use is the Kat Von D, and it is called the Tattoo Liner. This ish is amazing. Amazing. It stays on, it doesn't crease, it doesn't, it's just incredible. Like the best eyeliner I have ever come across, and I have used eyeliner for years. This is more like a pen, so it's like a liquid pen. As you can see, it's got like a little fine tip and stuff on it as well, so it is a really, really good one. But I'll go in and do this as well. I may have to speed this up because I tend to just take my time on my eyeliner. Everyone knows the deal when it comes to eyeliner. It's either a hit or a miss, and sometimes it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's actually amazing how quiet you go when you're trying to do your eyeliner. So much concentration. God, there's always that issue. It's like, do you know, like when you're wondering if you're going to end up with twins or if you're going to end up with like just two different angles, because that's what they feel like doing. Okay, so next I'm going to use my Alamask mascara. This is in the colour Raven. So I'm just going to use this to kind of thicken up the top ones a little bit before I put my lashes on. I'm not going to worry about like putting loads on because I'm not aiming to just have my mascara on. So let's do this. This is when you make all the funny faces, because no one makes a good face when they're trying to put a mascara on. Is it just me, or what? Is it just amazing what a bit of makeup does for you? Instantly don't look tired anymore. So my favourite bronzer has to be the Benefit Hoola bronzer. But I got this at Christmas time, and it was more like a full set, and it cost the same for this as it did for one of the bronzers on its own. So this was great. This was a great little deal that I managed to get. So it's got the normal Hoola Light. So these two are your bronzers, and then it's got three in here that are your blushers in here as well. So it's got the California, the Dandelion, and the Rockateur. If I go in with Hoola completely, I'll end up looking really orange, and I'm just like an Oompa Loompa. It's fine if I got a bit of tan on, but today I ain't got no tan on, so yeah, we'll just stick to normal Hoola Light. I'm using though my MAC, what's this called? I'm just going to start by contouring into my cheeks. I'll do my temples, a little bit down the sides of my nose, and I always do a little bit under here because it helps your lips look a little bit more plump. Just saying. And then I'll do down the bottoms of my jawline as well, and down onto my neck a little bit, just to kind of blend it all in. So yeah, let's do this. So we'll just kind of tighten that in. So as you can see, that's the Hoola Light. And I mean, it's meant to be light, but I just think it's like a really nice colour. Like, it's not too orangey, it's more like a, it's got the right kind of tone for my skin. That's why I like that one better. So I'll just take that down a little bit onto my neck as well, so it's not so orange underneath. So it's a bit more together, get in the side of my nose. As you can see, it just kind of contours in the side of your nose, so it's not so flat. Again, underneath here, because it'll help my bottom lip. As you look, watch this, watch this. Instant pout, and it's a natural pout. It's just there, done, and we are good to go. That's me done. That's a contour. So yeah, palette. So if this comes out again at Christmas time or any other time during the year, it's called the Cheek Parade. I would definitely grab this because it's a great buy. I'm sure I got it for like £32 or something, and it's the whole lot of them, which is fab, and it's the full sizes, they're not small sizes. So yeah, that was a good buy. Okay, this is when it gets serious. So in my Primark haul, you would have seen that I picked up this. Now hands on heart, was a die-hard MAC fan. This is like drugstore makeup, which is fab because we want something that's a wee bit more affordable. And can I just say though, I think I'm fully converted because I love this. Like, I've been using this one since I got it, and I think I prefer it more than the MAC. Ooh, burn. So I've been using a mixture of these two colours. I don't know if you can see them on this ring light, but it's called Glimmer and Firefly, and they're almost identical. Like, actually, if anything, they are identical to my MAC one. So I'm going to just take this little brush again from Primark. So it's like a little kabuki brush that I got from Primark, and I'm just going to dust it in to these two shades, tap off the excess as you do, and just go in like, guys, look at it, just look. Okay, now this is me just putting the first little bit on, so I'll put a little bit over my eyebrow. Look at that sparkle. Oh, look at it, it's just popping. Highlight be popping. So I'm going to pop that on the end of my nose as well, in the centre there, and on the end of my chin. So now you can see I'm looking a little bit more glowy, a little bit more dewy, making me a little bit more extra than I did before, which is fab because it was a bit more matte. Again, I do like to be matte, but I need to have that little bit more of a shine to my face. So that is when we go all in and we look like this. Now we be sparkling. At the moment, I am absolutely loving this one. It is the Too Faced Melted Matte. I don't know if you can see. This is a Too Faced Melted Matte, and I've got this in the colour Child Star. But it's really, really good, and it stays matte for ages. So I am going to pop this on, but I am going to put a gloss over the top of it, so I will show you it as well, just because if this was more of a nighttime look or a day out look, I would want it with a little bit more kind of sparkle in it. So I'll show you what this looks like first. Start in the middle and work my way out. For any of you I don't know, I have had my lips done. They're not over the top, they're not like ridiculously big, but I did get them because my lips were quite small and they're really fine and like thin lined, so I wanted just a little something to give them a bit of a boost. So they have been done, but they're just enough. Well, I think they're just enough. Like, I don't want them to be OTT. I'm definitely not going for the fish look. I think I'm lucky to the fact that like a lot of people probably don't know that, and I'm not even scared to admit it because they've made me feel so much more confident than what I did before. But yeah, I would definitely say that if it's something that affects you, go for it. Go for it. Like, it has done nothing, like no harm to me. They're not over the top noticeable, that people are like, damn girl, you got your lips done. They're enough. So and it's just like it's a subtle lip colour, but I'm just going to add a little bit of gloss to this once it's dried, and then it'll just kind of give it a little extra pop, so it's fab. Okay, so I'm now going to go over the top of that lip colour with the Rimmel Oh My Gloss, which is a really good lip gloss. I really like this one. So yeah, we're going to pop this over the top of this one. And it just kind of gives it that wee bit extra boost. So instead of being matte, it looks a little bit more pizzazz. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. Okay, so I am going to go in with the Sosu Primark lashes. These are the wee bit more expensive one and they're exclusively designed for Primark. These are £5 and I am using the London one. So let's go on with these. I have to admit though, I am a dual lash glue lover. This is the glue that I will stick by through and through when it comes to my lashes. They do not budge. They will not come off, so that is definitely a winner. What I'll do is I will come back once these are on, because these are a nightmare to put on when you're trying to focus on a camera, so I will do this first and then come back to you. Okay, so just to finish this look off, I'm going to go back in with my Urban Decay setting spray and set everything that's on my face. So yeah, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it has given you guys a little tip on how to do your little glammed up look. I hope you like it, and if you would like to see more of these videos, please check down below and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys for watching my videos and I really hope to see you guys again soon. So